what we've seen in all of the practices that we've been to. Good poke away there by Houston, getting the ball out of Naz Reid's hands.
Porter Jr. coast to coast with the flush.
Air Rings, former Timberwolves front office personnel that won rings with with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Matt Polaro's in the house tonight.
KPJ looking for a driving lane, eventually finds one. Points in this quarter, a stop for Şengün. Here's KPJ, the three. Triple try here for KPJ, back to
execute. Those are the things that Coach Silas is saying in the huddle. You know, you want to get impactful minutes here.
In the Rockets home opener, KPJ dancing on Jerome into the hole. Wow.
5-foot lay-in.
Goes down for side of a minute to play in the second quarter. KPJ quickly, fourth quarter scorer a year ago. So he knocks down the three, and the Celtics with some breathing room and a little bit of...
Dribble drive here by Porter, and Porter takes it to the basket to seize on Saturday night. 6 in the second half. There is a spin move.
14 fresh seconds for the Rockets here. Steps into the corner, lets it fly, and nails.
Fine-tuning. Hopefully they'll find it early and not late. Oh, the defender, when the pass was first made, I thought, not a good lead. He's been doing 5 to shoot. Little step back this time. Beautiful move. Over. That's the 9th for the Lakers. That's Houston in the attacking zone. They don't wait. Nothing but net. Mark of the fourth quarter. Most of the folks still in their seats. That's not good defense.
That's a foul on AD. Setting it up perfectly and gets the assist.
Bazemore trying to stop somehow. Count it.
You get a steal and get up and down the floor, but the defense is, where is it?
And the Rockets on the attack, and they're looking to do just that. Trying to get to the rim and scoring. Already down to 4 on the shot clock, though. So Porter's going to try it.
Up into the Lakers as they played them back-to-back there at Staples Center. As Porter Jr. shows you.
Good ball handling from Chris, but man, that was good defense too.
It really was.
And terrific. DA is looking for the foul instead of just going to punish the guy and then getting the foul. And I mean, he is so active right now.
I mean, the Rockets got to feel like they're playing Doc Ock out there. Suns with 8 block shots tonight. Rockets with 4. Porter Jr. tough turn. Winding down, just had to get rid of it.
Good defense by Gordon, choking off the lane. Tough shot. Oh, and hitting hard. Okay, I'm with it.
There's still some people that should be shooting underhand. Yeah. Rick Barry.
Porter, beautiful drive.
Pressure situations against great competition may be the best, but to watch. They play so hard. Anunoby, Van Fleet as Porter with a beautiful block.
Porter to the rack.
Daniel Tice just...
Porter takes it away from Lillard. Challenges Nurkic. And Porter goes baseline. And he gets to the basket. So
since so much pressure to Dame and CJ, so that's not going to beat you. It's the hustle.
Put together a run right now. Porter spinning. He throws it up. Porter for 3. His first make.
Thin, versatile defender.
He's been 43+% against Portland. He had 31 points. Porter.
Pains for this Houston Rockets team. Porter Jr. for 3. Put it in.
Jump off of one leg and get tough shots to go.
Levine's got 10. Kevin Porter Jr. spinning into the lane. Great chance to draw 1 or 2 of those per game now. Little step back, a little nasty dribble.
Moved, and Coach Silas trusting in him.
Rockets out rebounding the Bulls by 6. Here's a pullback 3. Kevin, so no good by Cody Martin, who has come in. And then there's KPJ ahead of them. And now he's back in a starting role this year, so he's versatile. KPJ. Tate. That's KPJ. Slithers into the paint.
Oh, my goodness.
And he makes it up and in. Rockets, that is good if it goes! And it does! Ball was Washington. Gordon to Wood to KPJ.
Return. Oh.
Porter pulls up over Bridges. Porter around the pick from the elbow, knocks down the J.
Look at that, 4 guys back already.
Oh, look at that over the top of the...
He was glad to have you. And I mean, he's changed the culture here. Okay, make no mistakes, great job.
That's kind of what has not allowed him, in my opinion, to reach his full potential as of yet.
There's not too many guys, what would you say, 17?
Christian Wood now with 5 rebounds, though he's yet to score. He's 0 for 3 from the floor. And Kevin is taken as a lottery pick in 2015 as KPJ steps into a 3 and very
stagnant. That plays into the favor of the Lakers, who will break down defensively.
And there's another one.
Dance in the middle of the lane. I know Lava is a great defender, but that's tough.
KPJ, where he is shot lights out. Here's KPJ. We are being told that Carmelo corner 3 is being looked at to see if it might be a 2 of the toe on the line. Pierce. Porter, and that's a quick score.
That's one of the things that the Miami Heat really do. They get the 3 ball up.
Of game reps together.
Kevin Porter
knocks it definitely. The Nuggets tried to give it up.
Here's KPJ for 3, and the Rockets back.
Hayes, and you'll hear him joke about his lack of athleticism, but his IQ is off the charts.
Kevin Porter.
Alley-oop. And Porter Jr.
3-point shooting team, but they are capable of making them.
Porter Jr. for 3, so Porter hanging, gets the roll off the back. Milking the clock, isoing up top. Now working on Neto. He'll dance, he'll step, he'll shoot, and he hits it at the buzzer. No time left, and the Rockets have won the game.
Too slow.
KPJ runs it up, and the Rockets need it.
Well, I'm going to say it again. The Dallas Mavericks shoot the 3. That is what they do. They run pick and rolls and they shoot the 3.
What's the foul?
Interesting. Tim Hardaway Sr. was more of a creator and scorer, and Hardaway Jr. is a shooter.
Nothing.
With elbows and knees to the hole, and Karl Anthony Towns doing similar.
Kevin Porter Jr.
If you're the Rockets.
Tate leaks out. Wrap around back to Kevin Porter Jr. Defensive-minded Minnesota team. Came in 24th in the league in offense. Kevin Porter Jr. looping 3.
Kind of started towards the end of the bench and now worked his way not only into the rotation, but into the starting lineup.
It was night 3 of the season. San Antonio here. 5:24 to go in the 3rd. Porter. Somehow Porter Jr. Guarded by Keldon Johnson. He takes a 3 and nothing to attempt. They've made 14 of 34. The Spurs are 13 of 40, and Adam. Kevin Porter Jr. feeling it. Oh, wow. Up on him. Knocked away. Murray nearly had another steal. Porter Jr. Good grief.
Here comes Porter Jr. Kings' first turnover. Porter Jr. slow rolling his way to the left. Fox jumping it up. Rockets win the tip. Here's Porter Jr. in transition. Oh my gosh. Tate, 2:30 left. And here in the second. Oh man, that's a buzzer. But you can't give up the second chance opportunity. Here comes Porter Jr. Foul line jumper.
To do it.
Oh, Porter Jr. A lot of contact. Decides to keep it himself.
We're in now. It opens up your perimeter.
Fox off the mid-range miss. Porter Jr. Porter around the staggered screens. Got a clean look at it. Gentry saying it was his bad, not Buddy's. Buddy making good here today.
Scores for Boyan. Again, the pace of the Rockets, they waste no time and a quick.
To have some attitude, or you've got to be able to answer the call when the physical team go inside. Didn't shoot well against the Lakers, 0 for 6 from 3, so starting a little inside out for him.
Loki reaches out, tries to take it away. Kevin Porter Jr. My goodness, he jumps out. They switch O'Neal on Tate. He'll stop and pump a 3. Wow, a night of 3s.
Or had it blocked. A little step around. The steal in the backcourt. You just see the energy of the Rockets, and Porter Jr.
He's got good footwork in the post.
Man, Steph got picked at mid-court. Kevin Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr. getting all the way to the
make a case for all three. I'm going to lean towards Alperen Sengun. Everyone that I've talked to around the league. Seattle has some ballers. Will Conroy, Nate Robinson, Doug Wren.
And one for Golden State. Their second 10-0 run of the game. And Porter able to.
There you go.
Porter down low, spinning, hanging, banking, scoring.
Yeah, the defense has really spurred the offense here for Golden State.
Kevin Porter. 14 in the quarter. KPJ is three all the way.
Getting downhill.
Okoro and Mobley will be in the rising start. Porter working by Robinson.
Says slow it down.
They're trying to get, that's the clock run down. That's what he's trying to do.
Porter with a three. Another steal. There's Tate to Green to KPJ.
Inbounds is stolen. Porter Jr. 24 with 24 points in the paint. Porter Jr.
Yeah, that's something you want to force from Hayes. Performance like this, I would think Jeremy Grant when the Pistons were in town. The Rockets really run like an equal opportunity offense where, wow.
Yeah, and I can't believe he missed a shot. He's just 7 of 8. And on the long rebound, Garrison Matthews just checked into the game. And that guy can sling.
Wall had his first triple-double in 5 years. This used to be Toronto 117 to playing their best basketball of the season.
Yeah, always a scary team to match up with. You have to make them pay, though.
Wow.
Won a championship alongside Kawhi Leonard and, learned a lot from Kawhi. Look for steals because they are undersized. There's no traditional center on the floor.
Very long, very athletic.
Got to keep a body in front. You got to take the challenge.
32 for Trent Jr. KPJ again, tough finish.
The full court pressure, that's something Earl was really known for.
Well, this has been a terrifically.
Can really look to milk clock here and just, not turn over the basketball.
Woo, that goes. Collision.
Pass in the Super Bowl last night. He was keeping his eyes on the defender and putting the ball somewhere else.
Little jab step.
After a deflection. And the Rockets got to take a shot, though. You got to take a shot. Porter does and makes.
Devin Porter launching a three over Harris. Got it.
He's got the ultimate green light here for the Jazz. But Hassan Whiteside had his way with the Rockets last time.
Porter into the paint. Tough shot.
That is rare for him. It is probably forcing him to have to sit out. He's so tough.
Scoot with
Sengun's getting spicy.
Sets the pick. Porter will shoot the three. Makes into Wood. Porter gets it back. Through the lane to the rim. Ties the game.
Go. You see Coach Stephen Silas saying, go, hurry up, push it.
KPJ driving. Draws the foul scoop and scores.
So even subconsciously, I think it's on his mind.
Quick move there by Kevin Porter. They can add to it now. Porter. Gonna try Gordon. He'll shoot the three, and that's good. Every time.
Pretty good, but they got to be a little better get back in transition.
Yeah, the Grizzlies lead the NBA in fast break points as well.
Their shooting is their weakness, so going into the offseason, they're going to look to put some more shooters around Ja Morant because he's so good, obviously.
Player averaging almost 3.5 assists per game, a career high. Good move by Kitts. Porter dancing on Morant into the lane. Squares up. KPJ again. Oh, again. So a good challenge by Stephen Silas. Here's KPJ for three.
He's a human in there, but he shoots like a machine.
And the Rockets' biggest lead. KPJ by Melton.
This from Jalen Green, one from Kevin Porter Jr. 16-footer, that's good.
What you will notice, too, though, is that Max Strus has not played, nor
Gabe Vincent as of yet. Those without Tyler Hero. He has been Mr. Offense, both going to the rim and out beyond the arc.
Oh, that counts.
The worst defensive team in the league, Houston, but right there going
for as a coach.
LeBron has come back in. Frank Vogel missed their last game here. He was out health and safety protocols and one. Now to Green. Back to Porter. He'll fire it up. A three up top, and he knocks in his career. Starting more times this year than at any point is the Porter into the lane, a little off-balance runner. Go! A career high 51 against the Clippers back on the 10th of February. Green to Porter at the foul line, open, and as he was trying to get the fifth there on Şengün, and then the Rockets raced the other way.
Came up with a rebound. Green on the back door. Look out.
We can sit here and talk about it all we want to, but we don't have any impact on what happens on that floor.
That was just a little bit in jest. Anytime I can mention Von Wafer, I do. Little step back three, and it goes down.
Jae'Sean Tate, his physicality getting to the rim. Biyombo, one of the stronger players I've ever played.
Nearly turned over. He was turned over. And, oh, KPJ bounced into himself.
You know, no Chris Paul, like I said, no Crowder is going to be the Booker show.
See what happens here. A three by Kevin Porter Jr.
Paint off. Christian Wood has Devin Booker on him. He's got to go post that matchup.
Off balance three. Kevin. KPJ directing traffic. Splits the double team. Oh, a little cup fake. It's his first miss of the game. KPJ, three ball.
But you got to stay aggressive, and like I said, the Rockets doing well playing together.
A little bump.
I don't know why it makes the Memphis Independents are doing this more. You're right.
Porter into the paint. Oh, PJ. He'll shoot the three. He makes it.
I got him. Jae'Sean Tate.
Well, Triple J is KPJ cuts and slams. Dunk. Come on, let the kids play.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, finds Martin's three, no good. Şengün with the rebound. Over the shoulder to Porter for the slam. You know what they say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't tripping. You're right, Craig. And Circus makes
His game is his confidence behind that three-point line.
49%, in fact, this year. And one is the Rocket make it a little bit more difficult than otherwise.
Kevin Porter's got to shoot that first mid-range.
And he does take Porter into the lane. Bank shot over the top of Porter.
Against the Wizards, and Rockets woke up.
Porter. Oh, he got fouled.
From being out there, I don't think there's any substitute for that. Nice attack.
That especially speaking publicly, but yeah, it's incredible. I tell you what, again, he's only 19. Is capable
to go back in front. No one has established much of an advantage in this game. 6, the biggest lead for both teams. Golden State, the last I looked, was leading Miami by 13 points in the last minute of the game, and the final was 104 Golden State. Yeah, you should.
Just in case.
Get the right one. Don't get the C team note. Get the
Porter with it, a hesitation and a drive, and he lays it in with the finger. Scoops it over to Porter. Top of the key, another three-pointer for Houston, and that's
another play here where the Blazers have their center against Porter Jr. And I can tell you,
Porter races across the timeline. Transition three is good.
Stymied by Brown. Porter meanders around the top of the arc. Now checks into the paint, switches.
Makes his presence felt up there.
Porter outside with the block. Schroeder recovers to Tate on the Porter Jr. for the...
Going around for the block party, but that was some explosiveness.
There's some explosiveness. Threes. You got Usman Garuba out there, by the way. Daishen Nix some early minutes. Here's a foul line elbow to 11. They scored the game's last 6. Here's Porter in on Fertile, and he's able to Portland with their current positioning in the Western Conference standings. They've won 3 straight, 4 of 5 in that department.
Yeah, Rockets really struggle against those two teams also.
Rockets give up. Spurs have led for what, about 98% of this game, if not more. And bank shot good.
In the second time, he looks so much more comfortable on the floor, and see what he can do here as a starter.
Foul line Jimmy for KPJ. Rattle.
He's got the assignment here we talked about in the open. He was starting on Kevin Porter Jr., so you really can't shake free of him. He can get up, and I think it'd be hard for the entire league.
Good drop step there. No out there for Garuba. There's KPJ looking for more. Another three, another.
Should be a flagrant and taken out of the game.
20 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Jones, who's on his way to the best game.
Rockets have to keep attacking, but I mean, they're in an excellent flow here between Jalen and Kevin, man.
Well, Lyles keeps Porter in front of him, and
at least they called it the same both ways.
Porter comes the other way, takes himself. Nobody there. Holiday was. ISO here on Jones, who's back in after picking up his fourth foul in the third. He'll split two, hops between them, runs it up and hits. Broken up by Tate. Rockets have numbers. Here's Green to Porter, got by Mitchell, laid it up and in. Holiday gonna go baseline. Now back to Porter. He will drive and he will slam. Good job. 9 shots overall. Porter looking to dance on net two, has the step, goes to the cup, laid it up and in.
Patient side.
Porter.
Oh, stop it!
Drop
Stop
net
it!
two, then runs it up the hole. Look at that. Off balance three, go up. Himself a guaranteed contract, yes. And yeah, good for him. And fans will always remember Garrison Matthews for that.
Rockets history, he's a part of.
Ruba spacing is way off here for the Rockets. Way off.
Maybe he should have went to UCLA. Like
no contest. Eaton right there, but Ryan, you can put that down. I've never seen anybody from Minnesota. Like Steph Curry's going to be getting closer to a return. His play has resumed here. As Porter goes with the right hand to make. There you go. Almost comes up with another steal.
He fights defensively.
He plays hard, really, really hard. It'll get very interesting. Porter in the corner, good look at it. Oh, he made it! Has improved dramatically over the course of that same time frame. Tough three for Porter. Wow.
Gotta go.
Nowhere for him to go. Finds a cutting Porter. Had to and made the shot. The Argentinian national team. So congratulations to all the upcoming Hall of Fame inductees. Nifty dribbling and some trickeration. Then the
39-132 loss to Minnesota on Sunday. Drummond goes down. Porter takes advantage with it. Porter will push it across. He beats Mills on the first wave and then takes it all the way for the deuce. Shot clock is winding down out of the timeout. Porter with Claxton now in the game. Aldridge in as well. The jumper is... Porter working against the big. Gets around Aldridge. High off the window. He puts him in. Porter. Pull up pop is nice. Kevin Porter Jr. off to Matthews. Instead, it's going to be Porter. Shot clock winding down. Porter, step back Jay is there. Head and shoulder fake from Porter. The jab and jumper. It's Porter out front. One-on-one with Aldridge. Porter's jumper is good. A three. Now Porter, switch. Drummond playing with the 5 fouls. Porter drives in and finishes.
Tate had a dozen in that meeting in Houston. Signed a couple of 10 days and now a contract with Tours just 5 for 22. They've missed their last 6 shots. A step back and a 3 rebound. And Garuba takes it away once again. Porter Jr.
Raptors do have a foul to give if need be.
And a 3-pointer, 30. Porter Jr. now quickly into the front court. And it's a 4-point turnover. Porter Jr., he's got 31.
Silas does with this possession.
To the bucket, time.
Young's only taken 8 shots, but he's picked up 4 assists on their 9 field goals.
They're the true Collins. They're not going to miss much as long as Gallo's healthy.
They have a ton of offensive talent in Atlanta. Wing 3, Kevin Porter, a little bit shy there on the hops there for Hunter on the alley-oop try, even though he had beat everybody down the floor. And then the Rockets.
And you're tough. It's tough. Pick your poison. Is it the roll? Is it Trae Young? Or you're going to give up wide open threes?
All of a sudden, everybody knocking. League's scoring champion should be points per game or total points. Does it matter to you? Terrific hang. Again, terrific hang time.
Wow.
Porter lost it, ends up getting it back, and manages to score. This is our last game of the season, but I wish 2 days from now it was October of 2022 and next season we get underway as Porter gets the dunk. 9th place in the East and headed to the play-in tournament. They have lost 2 of 3 coming in this game, but have won 11 of their last 16 overall. Is 23 points, 10 assists in the game so far for Trae Young, on brand in both departments, scoring and assisting. KPJ.
A
really fun season. I can't believe it's already wrapping up.
Yep.
This offseason, though, guys, it's going to go by pretty fast. It always does.
It always does. And what an important offseason it is. The draft, all of it, for the future of this franchise as KPJ knocks in a leading